Hey, Marc Warnke here. They call me the goat guy. So one of the largest misunderstandings that I get constantly as a new question with new goat owners is like, can I feed them in my pasture? And the answer is very little. Because goats don't choose grass as a primary food. They're browsers, not grazers. And so if you want to have goats that are eating off of your land, you need to plant goat appropriate forage. And there's mixes out there. I'm using a mix right now, and I'll show you the difference. So if you come in here, Shea, that's grass, that's pasture grass, and it's got yarrow and it's got a couple other things in it. But this down here is goat forage. So that's what goat forage looks like. It's leafy, it's sticky, it's got, flowers, and, it's got lots of stuff that they can forage on. And goat forage is just different than pasture grass. And there are certain plants in those mixes that they do very well with. And so my creek bottom is loaded with blackberries and bushes and shrubs and grass and different species that they'll eat on, and leaves off the trees. That's great goat forage. My mountain is great goat forage because, again, a variety. If you want goats to do well, they will not eat your yard and do well. They will not just eat your pasture and do well. You need to have them have access to forage. If not, then you need to be ready to feed them and dry lot them and feed them hay. And goats do best. If you have a dairy goat and you're running milk, they'll do really well on alfalfa. They do good on it. If you're running wethers, you need to feed grass hay because grass hay has the right phosphorus to calcium ratio. The girls, if they're growing babies or they're making milk, they do really well off of alfalfa. If I'm not having them grow babies or grow milk, then I'm going to feed them like an alfalfa grass hay mix. So that's something to help you out. It is one of the largest stumbling blocks that I see. And I'll remind you that goats were recently voted of the top 100 homesteaders in the United States. Goats were voted the third most difficult animal to raise. And that's where I'm looking to help you. I'm looking to help you to learn how to raise goats better. So we got a Goat Club membership where you can watch over my shoulder as I raise my goats and get helpful tips and tricks videos that we release once every 4 or 5 days, a live Q&A and all that stuff. And it's a whopping $20 a month to be a Goat Club member. And you get all the courses on the site, how to raise a baby goat, milking goats, running pack goats, and just how to raise goats in general. And all those things you get at half price. And then 10% off the site as a Goat Club member. So I highly recommend, if I just answered a question for you that you don't know yet, and you're getting ready to get on goats, I highly recommend you get educated. There's 3 things I tell people if you're gonna get into goats. You need good genetics, you need a good education, and I run pack goats, so they need a good saddle. Those are the 3 things that are the most important thing to get started right. If you're just raising them on your homestead, I do suggest that you get good disease-free genetics and that you're very mindful not just to buy your neighbor's goat and hope it goes right. And then the other thing is that you get an education. And the education may want to come before you get into goats so that you're learning how to do it, because then you're going to be picking your goats better. So hope you find that helpful. Marc Warnke, the Goat Guy, signing out.